Hi guys, I want to give you guys a quick demo of my project management and installation application. This is basically a web application as well as a mobile application for the technicians. The quick story behind this is that I just want to make a application for my guys so that I can give them the information they need quickly instead of providing them with a full install guide. I want to break the entire project into smaller tasks so that they can get the information they need quickly, and then the progress can be tracked on the web application. But then it evolved a little more, and in the past 2 years, this turned out to be a full estimation, project management, and install applications. And it will make more sense as I go through the demo. But anyhow, let's get to it. So once you log in, you basically have your dashboard with all your projects. We're just going to create a new project, and this will be a let's say Marshall's, since that's the one I worked for you guys on. We're gonna select you guys here, Compugen, and then I'm gonna select the site ID 1121. Well, let's do 1069, and then we're gonna do M1121 demo. All right, so once we create that, hit submit. And next, what you want to do is you want to select the systems you usually install on any given project. So on this one, for example, I'm going to select PDU, I'm going to select some patch panels, and select an APC maybe, another patch panel, PoE switch, so this one right here, and a wire manager, and then a network rack. Let's select the 4-post cabinet, and then of course your telecommunication outlets, right? I've already created this for the demo purposes, so let's add register 1, register 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, cache office, ASM, LP, and access points. Alright, and then you hit update and proceed. Alright, once you're at this point, you want to add your files into your file vault. Add client files, and then I already have everything in here. Submit. Once you upload all your files, you want to go back to the canvas and upload a floor plan so we can start placing our assets. M1121, this is the floor plan. Submit. Let's refresh this. Okay, here's our floor plan. We want to select this and lock it in place, and then save again. Alright, once this is saved, we can go ahead and calibrate the floor plan. I'm going to use a door. Let's make this door right here, and a door is about what, 36-inch long, 36, and submit. Nice. And now you can go ahead and place basically going to create the scope of work and generate bill of materials, right? And to do that, you add like whatever you need to install for this project. Let's say for demo purposes, let's say we're going to go in and rewire the LP office, right? I'm going to go ahead and grab LP, and let's say it's going to go in here, and then let's say we're going to have registers, right? Go down here, registers are here. Let's say we're going to add register 1, register 1 is here. Let's do register 2. Register 2 is here. I'm gonna do register 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, and then go ahead and save it. We still have a few more things. Let's place some APs. We're going to zoom out, and then I'm going to place our APs. Let's say one AP you want to place somewhere by the registers, and then another one over here. That's AP2, and another one maybe around here on this corner. AP3, one more on this side of the store, AP4. And as you place these, you just get a inventory of what you have placed so far. So far we have 4 access points. You got registered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and LP wiring. Go ahead and save. So as we place the legends on the floor plan, there are a couple things happening in the back end. One is it generates bill of materials based on what each of these need. For example, an LP office, right, is going to need some materials, and then I already added those as a kit items here. It's going to need some cables, it's going to need a jack, some patch cords, a wall plate, and so on. So if you go ahead and if you come back here, select generate bill of materials. Now on the back end, it generates bill of materials. So this is going to need about 5,000 feet of cables and some jacks and cables and whatsoever. And then at the bottom, we'll give you a total. So for this particular one, it looks like it's going to need 50 hours of work, and then gives material cost and the labor cost as well. But again, this is just a demo. All the assets will have to be reworked to get more accurate estimation. And the other thing that's happening on the back end is that it generates installer tasks, right? So if you go here, not here, but go down, yep, go here, installer tasks. Now the techs will see these on their mobile applications, so, and then they will mark these as completed as they work on it. We'll go through the mobile applications here in a minute, but let's go and take a look at the one of the other other functions that, again, as we place these on the floor plan, it also generates a labeling sheet. So you go ahead and generate labeling sheet for telecommunication outlets, and then you can export this into a CSV file, and this basically will give you a list of labels that needs to be printed out, and also an inventory of where the cables need to be pulled, right? Say access points, and then you have LP, and then registers 1 through 6. And the nice part is that I can, send these to my phone, all this list on my phone, and print all the labels at once. That kind of saves me a little bit of time. Instead of printing labels one at a time, I can just print the entire list without having to actually, write them one by one on my label maker. And yeah, there are a lot more functions here, but so far, one other thing I wanted to show you guys that you can do. Let's look up the mobile app and how it looks like on the mobile. So what you do, I'm going to put my phone from here on the mobile phone, LynkFast, and then I'm going to find the M21 demo. So from the app, right, text can either slide left and say navigate to the job site. This will take them to the Google Maps and straight to the job site on their phone. Or they can also exit out the map. They can also clock in once they get to the job site. I'm gonna hit clock in, and this will change to green color. This is already in progress, and from there they can go into the job, open up the floor plan, basically see where things need to go, but also they can see the, let me get back, installer tasks, right, and what they need to work on. For example, this one says LP office. So once this is completed, but yeah, when they get into it, they have the information they will need to the wiring in LP's office. We'll say what the location is, the labels, and the colors of the jags and patchworks they need to use. So once this is completed, they add a picture or some pictures. Let's search for LP and add some pictures to it. Maybe I don't have any on my phone. LP should have a THC3. THC3. Let's add this. Add this. Okay, and then we're going to mark it complete. So once this is completed, they can go ahead and mark it completed. Once it's marked completed, on the website, on the web application, you can go in and take a look at the installer tasks and select all and see. It shows this one is LP is completed. You can take a look at the pictures. And if it is not completed the right way, you can just mark it incomplete, and then you can add a note. Let's go back. It's gonna mark it incomplete, and then you can just edit a note saying that I don't know. This is please swap out the printer jack to blue, maybe already, and update. So once you make that change on the mobile app, this will go from pending in progress, and then when the tech gets back to it, it will see your note, what needs to be changed. What else? Oh, you can also design your network racks and patch panels and whatnot, right? So for example, let's go ahead and mark our network room. So in this case, network room is going to be somewhere in here. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Okay, so we know that the TR, the network room, is, let's say, somewhere in here, in this area. Okay. Save that. Okay, let's go around our network room, and then we're going to add a 4-post cabinet to it. So once you open up your rack, you can start putting your devices. For example, here we can add a PDU. It's going to go on U42. And then we can add our patch panel thing that goes under it. This will be a 48 port patch panel. It's not listed in here, so we can go ahead and grab it. Select assets. And then we can go ahead and say, we're going to add this patch panel here. We're going to add this one we might need. This one we're going to need. Update. Go back to the cabinet. Alright, now we can go and grab our patch panel. It's gonna go what just happened? So your patch panel is gonna go under the PDU. And then we need to add some switches. Not a 24, but let's add a 48 port switch here. Another 48 port switch here. Another. And then we can change the name of this. So let's make this H3. Switches, and down on the lower side we can add server. Do we have a server here? One new server. No, but we can add our patch panel for the cameras. Add a patch panel here, let's say U17, and then H5 and H6, which is, I believe, need to go in here too. H5, H6. And go ahead and save this. For demo purposes, I will keep this short. But yeah, you can add more devices and make an actual rack template, and that way techs can see what's supposed to be and where they're supposed to be located at. We're going to go ahead and save this patch panel. Zoom in. And see how it needs to be labeled and the color code and all. Again, they can get this information from the runbooks as well, but getting to the information quickly really matters on the job site. So this app helps with, again, giving them the information they need and when they need it. Another thing I should mention is that the application also has a personal assistant called Chip. Chip is basically an AI bot that can review all the attached files and provide answers to you or to the technicians. For example, if I want to ask what color jack should I use for the registers, right? It will go into the attached files, review them all, and provide you with an answer. Let's give it a second to process everything. And it comes up saying use cassette screen for the standard POS register data jacks. For the register that has the main call forwarding display, add a Cat6 blue jack alongside the green jack. And this can even write scope of work. Can you write a scope of work for this project? Send. What else? Generate bill of materials, right? So once the bill of materials is generated, this can be shared with the technicians, right, as a task. So you copy the bill of material here and go into the installer tasks and create a manual task. We're gonna say inventory, and we're gonna attach the BOM here under link. Inventory, hit submit. So again, on the mobile app, text will take a look at the task list. Where's my phone? Try again. Okay, go back to our job. And under inventory, we can get to the BOM. So the tech view of the BOM is not going to have the pricing information. It's only a picture of the product and how much of that's supposed to be delivered. If it's received in full, what they can do is they can select this, say received in full, or make changes. Let's say instead of 3 white checks, let's say they got 2. This will instantly change to red, so you can see there's a discrepancy between the BOM and what actually has been received. And then submit quantities. Boom. And then you will have access to this BOM from the same link, right? You go in here, generate BOM, and then on your end you can take a look at it and see, oh, we received 2 jacks instead of 3, and everything else seems to be delivered. Yeah, there's some more features to it, but for the demo purposes, this basically what LynkFast does. And also you can provide information to your technicians in a really efficient way, and then track progress of your projects. If you think this is something you guys can use, let me know, and we can do an actual meeting and go through the functions together. Alrighty, thanks again. Thanks for your time. Bye.